Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of the Coaching Talk series. This is where we explore the power of coaching in personal and professional growth. Hi there, I'm Richard Fontenay, and today we're going to take a deep dive into a topic that can transform how we connect with others, and that is empathy. Empathy is more than just understanding someone's feelings. It's about stepping into their shoes, seeing the world through their eyes and responding in a way in which it fosters trust and connection. Now, whether we're a leader in a corporate setting, an entrepreneur, running a home-based business, a coach, or simply someone looking to improve relationships, mastering empathy is key to unlocking stronger and more meaningful interactions. And today, we're going to explore three crucial aspects of empathy and how they shape success in business, the workplace, and in everyday life. I'll also share real-life applications that demonstrate just how powerful empathy can be. Now, the three crucial aspects of that I want to explore are why active listening is the foundation of empathy. Number two, how emotional intelligence enhances empathy. And number three, how empathy fuels action. So let's get started. The first key point is all about active listening as the foundation of empathy. Empathy starts with listening to understand, not just listening to respond. Our fast-paced world, too many conversations are filled with people waiting their turn to speak instead of genuinely listening to what the other person is saying. It seems that people are shouting more and listening less. In business, leaders who practice active listening create workplaces where employees feel valued and heard. For example, a manager who notices a once engaged team member becoming distant, so instead of making assumptions, the manager schedules an appointment with the individual for a private chat and asks open-ended questions and listens without interrupting. Now, that employee will likely feel heard and may reveal that they've really been struggling with workplace balance. And if that's the case, the manager will adjust her workload, preventing burnout and boosting overall morale. In the workplace, active listening strengthens collaboration. So imagine two colleagues working on a project who have different approaches. Instead of arguing, they intentionally listen to each other's viewpoints. And by acknowledging each other's concerns, they find common ground. I call this a breakthrough solution and create a stronger final product. In life, relationships flourish when people feel genuinely heard. Picture a parent and a teenager at odds, which is often the case. When the parent shifts from lecturing to actively listening, they uncover the teenager's underlying struggles, perhaps an academic pressure or a social stress issue. That slight shift in approach fosters trust and deepens their bond. The takeaway from all of this: empathy with listening, not just with our ears, but with our full attention, makes absolute sense. Now, the second point explores how emotional intelligence enhances empathy. Now, empathy is a key component of emotional intelligence, sometimes called EQ, or often called EQ, which is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage both our own emotions and those of others. High EQ leaders and professionals excel at navigating complex relationships. In business, emotionally intelligent leaders build loyalty. Now, I have consulted with CEOs on numerous occasions and observed their behavior and found this to be true. Consider a CEO leading a company through a significant change. Instead of ignoring employee concerns, he acknowledges their fears, validates their emotions, and communicates transparently. In all the cases where I have had the pleasure of working with CEOs, employees felt supported and adapted more readily, which in turn has led to smoother transitions. In the workplace, EQ prevents conflict escalation. Now, picture a high-stakes client meeting where tensions rise. The sales professional, in this case, has strong emotional intelligence and learned to lead the room, sense frustration, and shifted their tone to de-escalate the situation. Now, instead of losing the client, they turn frustration into trust, ultimately securing the sale. In the workplace, EQ is essential because it is the backbone of transparency and collaborative relationships, which in turn foster a positive organizational culture. In life, high-Q individuals strengthen personal relationships. Consider a disagreement between spouses. One partner recognizes that the other's frustration stems from a stressful day, not just the present argument that they're in. Instead of reacting defensively, each offers an understanding and diffuses the tension and bringing the conversation back to resolution. So emotional intelligence makes empathy actionable. When we tune into emotions, we respond wisely instead of reacting impulsively. And this brings me to my third point: how empathy fuels meaningful action. Empathy is not just about understanding. It's about something we do with that understanding. When we translate empathy into action, we create a lasting impact. In business, customer loyalty grows when companies demonstrate empathy. Think of a brand that personalizes customer service. It would acknowledge a frustrated client's concerns and then offer a tailored solution. The act of understanding turns a one-time buyer into a long-time or a long-term customer. Empathetic leadership also fosters innovation in the workplace. Consider a company implementing flexible work arrangements after recognizing its employees' diverse needs. For instance, I recall a situation where an employee was always late. And when we looked into the matter, we found that she was late because she had to take her child to daycare before she was due at the office. Now, once we understood that, we adjusted the situation so that her work schedule was more accommodating. And we shortened her noon hour. Now, this has a tremendous ripple effect. We found our employees' productivity increased, and they felt more engaged because they saw that their company really cared. In life, small acts of empathy can change lives. Picture a friend going through a tough time. A simple check-in, a kind word, or an offer to help can make all the difference for them. So empathy in action creates a real connection. It's not just about feeling, it's about showing up for others in very meaningful ways. So what can we conclude from all of this? And how can we put empathy into action? Well, empathy is one of the most powerful tools of building stronger relationships in business, work, and life. And by practicing active listening, developing emotional intelligence, and taking action based on understanding, we create environments where people feel valued, heard, and supported. So here's my challenge. How can we, both you and I, bring more empathy into our daily interactions? Now, maybe it's being fully present in our next conversation, or recognizing emotions before reacting, or taking small but meaningful actions that show we care. Let's not let this podcast just drift into cyberspace. Let's do something to bring it to life. I'm interested in hearing what you have done to make empathy happen in your life. Now, if you found this value in today's discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with someone who can benefit from it. Let's keep this conversation going. Comment below with your thoughts or your experiences with empathy. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in to the Coaching Talk series today. And join us next Wednesday as we explore managing stress and building resilience, a topic that almost everyone experiences these days. In the meantime, stay intentional and connected and lead with empathy. Oh, and before we close, check out our channel, Affiliate Marketing with Richard. That's where we explore affiliate marketing secrets. The link is below. I'm Richard Fontenay signing off for now. See you next time.